Dereglitsova, who took out her teammate Zagadalina. Well, here they are. The stats speak for themselves. The world number 4, Ariana Errigo, is up against the world number 33. This season, Errigo has picked up 2 bronze medals in Shanghai at the Grand Prix and Algiers at the World Cup and 2 5th places at World Cups. It's been an interesting season for the MBA student Pauline Ranvier. A 5th in Katowice and 12th in Algiers was a great start to the season, but we haven't seen much more from her until this championships. How will the French fencer handle Ariana Errigo, known as Tsunami, a play on the word tsunami? So here we go. Willem Madder will referee the first semi-final of the women's foil here in Budapest. Errigo on your left, up against Ranvier on your right. Joining me in the commentary box, foil expert Sean Walton. Sean, what a match this is.
Yeah, it's been a tremendous day for Ranvier, by far the biggest result of the season for her, and probably almost certainly the biggest result for her ever, really, as an individual, and a relatively lowly ranking, but yeah, going great, and we'll fancy our chances of going even further.
Yeah, absolutely. She would have taken you this at the beginning of the day for sure. She's got 1 World Cup silver medal in her career, but it was that brilliant start to the season, 5th in Katowice, 12th in Algiers, that suggested something was bubbling up with Pauline Ranvier. But she's up against Ariana Errigo. 21 Grand Prix medals, 32 World Cup medals, 7 world medals, including 2 gold medals. One was in Kazan in 2016. Guess where the other one was, Sean?
Here in 2013.
you know your stuff. You know your stuff. 6 zonal medals, and the London 2012 silver medalist Tsunami is, well, she's been absolutely superb today. Great match against Lee Kiefer, a tough quarter-final for the pair of them.
Yeah, it certainly was. It was a really interesting match-up, and a tremendous battle at high speed as well. Got through it in no time at all.
And Ranvier obviously has been watching that. She would have known what was coming her way.
Yeah, I think everyone's familiar with Ariana Errigo's style. She likes to dominate the piece. She likes to force her opponent back, keep the pressure on. Got a beautiful, fluent attack once she gets it going. And the job of her opponent often is to try and break that down, stop her getting going, and that's exactly what Ranvier is trying to do here. Yeah,
she's come in with a very good game plan here. Little attack into preparation, righty against lefty as well, so she's using a cease block out to close out the end of the attack.
Yeah, I mean, there's the variety of ways you can try and cope with Errigo, but going backwards is generally not the way to do it. And Ranvier seems determined to keep things happening in the middle of the piste, which is going to give her the best chance. And it's working well for her so far. Now, this is risky, though, letting herself being driven to the back of the piste.
But she goes for a nice little para-riposte cart that hits the arm and goes off target. She's just going to test that. This is foil, and foil is a point weapon. You've got to hit with the tip of the sword. The target area is the body, the torso, everything apart from the arms, legs and head, and the referee's job is to decide whose turn it is to attack. If you're being attacked, you can do 2 things to defend yourself: run away or block, and that's called a parry. It's a little bit more complicated than that, Sean, but I'm sure we don't need to go into the full details of counter-attacks and all that kind of stuff.
Well, yeah, we've got a limited amount of time to give a quick explanation of the rules and conventions of the weapon. Great start from Ranvier.
Really good.
The question is, can she keep it up? She's got an early lead. She's kept the pressure on Errigo's preparation.
Errigo's preparation included painting her nails red, white and green.
Very patriotic.
Errigo's coach looking on there, not looking very happy at all. Does the attack go through?
No, I don't think so. Successful parry across from Errigo.
Close one though, wasn't it?
Yeah, just got the parry in there in time.
Still pressing, still beating the blade, Errigo. But the first one is no for me on the riposte from Ranvier.
Yeah, exactly. A nice counter parry riposte there from Erigo. And the gap closes.
Yeah, Erigo just taking a little bit more time over setting this up. So Ranvier says, enough's enough, I'm coming after you.
Yeah, beautifully timed from Ranvier. Genuine surprise there. Very few people will take the gamble of diving straight in there from the word go against Erigo. But
if you watch that first step on the replay, it's eyes open, she's seeing what Erigo's doing, and then she says, right, I'm coming after you. Ranvier has had a cracking start to this match. Went for a beat attack on the sword arm side and missed. Oh, that is really, really good from Erigo.
Yeah, even with the more limited space that Ranvier is giving her, managed to find a way to land her attack.
Right on the shoulder.
Picking it off on the very edge of the target.
Didn't set that one up very well. There's a little edginess to Erigo's approach here. I think probably because of what you're saying. Ranvier's closed the distance of the piece down.
Yeah, it's not sort of nervousness in Erigo's part on its own. It's a pressure that's being created by Ranvier.
Blinding opportunity for her, Ranvier, and she's keeping hold of that chance. Now, this is the danger of going running in and then changing your mind against Erigo. She can change direction very, very quickly.
Yeah, I mean, certainly while we probably think of Erigo as being an attacking fencer, and that's what stands out about her style, she's got a really solid defence as well, and you can't afford to just throw yourself in there without giving it a bit of thought.
Another approach from Ranvier. This time she did go racing in. The counter-attack lands, and Ranvier's come out of that with a accidental guard to the face. Hit the mask. It does smart, but she'll be all right. Complete accident, of course.
Yeah, no vicious intent behind it, and really it's down to a sort of determination to drive that hand forward.
Yeah.
Block the blade out in the process, and it is a really solid collision. That must have hurt.
Yeah, she's up and running now. This is a replay of just giving her head a little rub. 7-6 halfway through the period here, and in fact Ranvier has just levelled up, brave enough to go for another attack off the line again. Yeah,
Ranvier making the sort of attack and preparation that Erigo hit her with just a few moments ago.
Real conversation between the blades there. Ranvier coming out with an off-target light, so no hits. Ooh, that was close. She's now having to sort of almost set the distance with a sword arm.
Yeah, the distance is short, and that's the way Ranvier is going to want it, to give her the opportunity to make that kind of closing, blocking counter-attack.
Yep.
And it's really how Erigo deals with that, adjusts her distance and timing on the attack to get it to land. Doesn't manage at that time, but she'll be looking to make further minor adjustments till she gets it right.
Well, I think we're going to start seeing some carte coupe fixed to chest from Erigo, because going round to the sword arm side of Ranvier is getting blocked out almost every time. There you go, again, coming under the arm this time as opposed to around the side, but it's blocked out again by Ranvier.
Yeah, it's a line that's not getting her a whole lot of joy at the moment. She's probably suffering a kind of net loss on attempts there, and yeah, worth changing out with a few more variations, I think.
2 beats of the blade. The second one was from Ranvier, and Erigo calls for a video appeal. Fencers get 2 shots at a review on video. If their review is upheld, they keep their 2 chances going to review. And here we get a review, Sean.
Now both fencers looking for the blade, but Ranvier making the aggressive action as her attack.
Villemada comes back out onto the field of play and sticks with that decision. There is the referee.
It's a bit of a gap opening up here, and as always with an Ariana Erigo fight, it's not taking long to happen.
Yes, but Ranvier is just as much a part of that. She came out of the blocks fast as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, both fencers have to want to play along with that approach to the fight.
Yeah. So that's given us prise de feu for Errigo, and this time it's Ranvier who calls for the video review. Some of those angles aren't conclusive, but it is given as off target. The referee sticks with his decision. So both of them are down to one video appeal now.
Yeah, I'm not convinced that either video review was a great idea at the time, and it's not worked out, so they're down to one apiece.
First attack is no from Ranvier. She just falls short. Oh, now Errigo complains that she starts the attack, and it's just that Ranvier dives in. So Errigo on her second video appeal here. If she doesn't get this, she'll have no videos left.
Yeah, it is a risk. Still, when there's a lot of fight to go, you don't want to burn all your video reviews too early.
Wow.
But I think she may have a case here. We'll see what the referees think once they've had a look at the replay.
Just the arm didn't come out all the way. It was a bit of a circular cease that she went for, and then Ranvier dived in, got the attack. So Errigo is without a video appeal now, and she is 12-7 down against the world number 33 in the semi-final of the women's foil at the World Fencing Championships.
Fantastic performance from Ranvier so far, and a lot of this now is going to be how she keeps her nerve to the finish.
She is keeping her nerve, though. She's just gone another point ahead here, just 2 away. This is a phenomenal day for Pauline Ranvier. That attack goes through. That's gritty stuff from Errigo, but she cannot afford to make any mistakes now, can she, Sean?
Yeah, there's no margin for error at all. It's a late stage in the fight, and with a big deficit, she's got to get it all right from here on in.
Parry-riposte fails initially for Ranvier, and Errigo has got another one. One riposte allowed.
Yep. Takes the parry, has a good long think about it, trying to find the target as Ranvier disappears off the side of the piece, but she lands it. Take the gap down to 3 hits.
French coach saying, move on, let's just forget about that one. She's not landing these attacks anymore. All of a sudden, the wind has changed direction, and all the momentum is with the Italian.
Yeah, Errigo on a roll, and Ranvier's nerves must be absolutely jangling now.
That was given as attack into preparation from Pauline Ranvier. It was off target, so no hit. But Errigo needs to think about that one off the line. Elects to go for finding the blade this time.
Yeah, doesn't land with the riposte, but gets the remise in. Take it down to a single hit deficit now.
There you go, Sean called it. Missed the first one. It's that second one, the second attempt, the remise as it's called, that lands. The replays are brilliant at describing this sport, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, worth 1,000 of our words.
Speak for yourself.
Fair enough.
Another attack from Errigo fails, and the remise failed. It was a third bite of the cherry.
Yeah, it didn't hit with the attack, didn't hit with the counter parry riposte, but did hit with the remise, and she's level.
Oh, wow, what a match this is. Ranvier not quite ready. Fair enough, fair enough. Errigo goes back to the line. She's a little bit unhappy, but she then acknowledges that, okay, you weren't ready, I can get that.
Yeah, she senses blood, and she wants to go after Ranvier now.
Oh, attack, touche, right.
Fantastic hit from Ranvier under enormous pressure. A beautifully timed feint disengage on Errigo's preparation.
It's the first step off the line for me that's doing it for Ranvier. When she's in the middle, this first step, she's going eyes open and seeing what Errigo's doing and quickly making a decision.
Yeah, perfect time for her to produce that hit as well.
Oh, what an amazing hit there. It was a form of stop hit that's taken Ranvier to a 15-13 win against Ariane Errigot. Pauline Ranvier is in the final of the World Championships of 2019. So it's time for the individual women's foil gold medal match here at the 2019 Fencing World Championships. Inna Deroglatsova of Russia will take on Pauline Ranvier of France. At the beginning of the day, I think everyone would have predicted that Deroglatsova would be in or around the medal matches. I'm not sure anyone, including Pauline Ranvier, would have pitched themselves for this gold medal match. Deroglatsova, number 2 in the world. Ranvier, number 33. So there is the Russian. Her name, Deroglatsova, translate roughly into English to steely eyes. Pauline Ranvier looking pretty determined herself. It's Andrzej Witkowski from Poland who will take up the refereeing duties. It's time to go for gold here in Budapest. Well, joining me in the commentary box again, foil expert Sean Walton. Sean, initial thoughts at in the early stages of this gold medal match?
Well, usually you'd say, Deroglatsova is going to be a strong favourite, but Pauline Ranvier's had such a brilliant day and produced such a fantastic performance in the semi-final that, I mean, really you can't write her off.
No, you can't write her off, but I think the performance, as you put it, against Elisa Di Francesca proves that, well, she's got rid of the hoodoo that she suffered at the European Championships in Dusseldorf, where Di Francesca just took her apart.
Yeah, it was a performance at the European Championships, which made me think that Deroglatsova was a little off form because she got such a beating of Di Francesca, but edged her old rival out in the semi-final in a brilliant semi, and yeah, our confidence is renewed.
Yep.
And here she is, a couple of hits up in the final.
Impressive performance by Ranvier in her semi-final against Ariane Errigot as well.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly was. She got her tactics absolutely right, found a way to cancel out the strengths of Errigot, and showed real calm and quality to finish the fight off when Errigot drew level towards the end.
Yeah, and keeping things contained as she did in the beginning of that fight as well against Errigot here, getting one on the board as well, Pauline Ranvier. So these two both came through, those two strong Italians, Ariane Errigot and Elisa Di Francesca, but it's not. Well, of course, 2 bronze medals at World Championships is a great result for most countries. Italy tend to want to have the gold ones. But they have made history here in Budapest. They were one shy of 50 medals in the women's foil tournament at the World Championships. By getting the 2 bronze medals, they've just gone to 51.
It's I mean, it's a tremendous pedigree in a single weapon, and the roll call of names on that is just the giants of the sport, really, including the 2 that we're fencing today.
Yeah, and do you know what? Between Errigot and Di Francesca, they came into this tournament with 11 world medals between them of that 49. They've got 2 more, so that's up to 13 of the 51 just between those 2 fencers. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's quite a collection.
Ranvier, though, now showing that she is here to play. Parry riposte fails on this occasion, and the remise of the attack goes through. Staying in the middle of the piece again. You spotted that earlier on today.
Yeah, I think it was an absolute necessity against Errigot. Deroglatsova has a more varied range of tactics. Errigot is very much a forward fencer.
Yeah, close quarters there. It's a very low cart. I know some people think it's an octave, but for me it's a very low cart parry that Dereglacova does in close quarters, and she can get her hand back up and angle it onto the shoulder for the riposte.
Yeah, I agree. It's a low cart. It's very strong, traps the blade, and gives her plenty of options for picking the target for the riposte. Now the trick for Ranvier is going to be to keep Dereglacova guessing, keep herself in the fight, keep things varied.
Those attacks off the line worked for her in the semi-final. She was going eyes open with the first step and then punishing any delay from Errigo. Not having quite the same success against Dereglacova in this gold medal match.
Yeah, there's a little more control in the Dereglacova preparation. It's a little more unpredictable in how it's the rhythm and the timing of it. So it's harder to use that tactic again so successfully. And while it's only a 3-hit gap at the moment, it's a 3-hit gap that's dangerous for Ranvier. She needs to keep close, keep giving herself a chance to stay in this fight.
And she's taking the fight to Dereglacova now. For the first time in some time, Dereglacova's been pushed back to a warning line, and it's a little bit of a scrappy one, but she'll take it.
Yeah, she's going to need them all. She's going to need everything to work against the best women's foilist in the world at the moment.
That was very, very unlucky as well. Parry cart, disengaged riposte, coming up off target. Dereglacova's challenging that one. Get a look at it here. I'm not sure we're going to get a good look at it. Okay, we're a little bit too close.
So it's big long hold with the initial parry from Ranvier, and then when she goes to the post, I do think that Dereglacova gets a bit of blade on that.
Sticks with parry riposte, non-valid. Ildar Mavlyadov. He's seen on the big screens the replay in the venue, and he's astonished. I'm actually with the referee on that one. I thought it was parry riposte.
Okay, fair enough.
Long hold again. The disengaged riposte doesn't work this time, but in close quarters, it's Ranvier that comes away with the hit.
Yeah, it's a scrap, but she's got a point on in the end.
And because of the sort of, I'm struggling to find the right word here, cleanliness of the clinical nature of Dereglacova's fencing, a scrap might be the right way forward for Ranvier.
Yeah, I mean, certainly where there's been a couple of times where Dereglacova has not won the competition this season, and really only a couple.
Yes.
And at least 2 of those have been where their opponent have been as disruptive as they could possibly be to break things up. Now, there's an element of risk in that, but if you're the underdog,
well, why
it's
not?
Worth a go.
Yeah, why not? And it's working out well for the moment. Ranvier still trailing, but Dereglacova here, who's changing her weapon, which she's actually changing her body wire, is only 1 point ahead. Getting the assistance there from Willem Madder, who's a side judge, as we used to call it back in the day. Assistant referee, assessor. Well, technical break over. You're using the wireless system here, so it wasn't a wireless issue. It wasn't a problem with the wireless system. It was the body wire that connects the sword to the repeater. That little white box you'll see every now and again on the just below the jacket of the fencers. Back underway in the gold medal match here in the women's foil at the Fencing World Championships. Final action is a parry riposte from Dereglacova.
Ranvier just seemed to be making the tactical switch, looking to put more pressure on Dereglacova, push her down the end of the piece. Another scrappy close quarter exchange, but this time Dereglacova getting the better of it, and looks like Ranvier's taking a blow to the hip.
Yeah, got the guard in the hip. Was it her own guard?
Those hurt, the self-inflicted ones are the worst.
Oh no, it was the guard. It wasn't deliberate. It was just in the heat of battle. These things happen. As beautiful as fencing looks, people are stunned. It's a fight. It's a fight.
Yeah, it's. You've got to remember for all the technique and tactics, it's 1 against 1, and there's only going to be one winner coming out the other end.
Then you're holding a sword. So
yep, you're armed.
Ranvier still well in this though, inside the final minute of the first period of 3. Oh, parry riposte fails, but Dereglacova is so good at closing the distance when her attack doesn't go through. And that is what meant Ranvier missed. There's the big circular cease parry. But look, the point of the sword is behind Dereglacova because she's closed the distance right up.
Yeah, her fencing's not built around speed, but her ability to close that distance after the initial attack, as soon as she sees that the opponent's point is just a little out of line with the parry, and is going to struggle to get in with the riposte, she closes the distance incredibly effectively.
Well, a video being looked at here. Referee stuck with his decision, so 8-5 for the Russian in this gold medal fight-off between Dereglacova and Ranvier. Emeric Close is the French Federation coach, but we just got a very sneaky peek of the French coach in the box for Ranvier, and it wasn't Emeric Close. I think it's her club coach at Milan. She actually trains at the National Institute in SEP in Paris, Ranvier.
All the French fencers, though, even when they go to INSEP to train full time, I mean, they're immensely proud of their club heritage and their background. It's
as they
a very important part of their fencing.
It should be. The French women's sabre team got to parade there. Well, most of them are from Orléans. Certainly Manon Brunet is one of the big stars from Orléans. They got to parade their World Championship medal there on home soil at the World Cup in Orléans this season. Well, time running out in the first period here. Ranvier has kept it close, but she's now trailing by 3 to Dereglacova, who was outside of Russia or Italy. Can Pauline Ranvier do it here? Time for the second period of the gold medal match in the women's foil individual at the Budapest 2019 Fencing World Championships. Dereglacova on the left, leading 9-6 coming in, and gets the attack there. The French coach is just nodding to Pauline Ranvier to go for a video call here. Your feelings?
Yeah, it does look like Dergazova's being attacked to me.
Big parry, though, and you can see why Ranvier's going for a call. It's up to the referee to decide if the attack is clearly stronger, and it is. And he does put the signal up to say, yes, I can agree with you that you did find the blade. The cross sign came up from him. You did find the parry, but I'm going to give it to the attacking fencer because your parry wasn't stronger than her attack.
Yep, that's a convention, that's how it works. Everyone understands it, but when you're the defensive fencer and you look for that parry, you feel that really solid contact, it feels like you're hit.
Yep. That disengage riposte not working anymore because Dergazova's is closing the distance up and she's putting her guard right in the middle of her chest. So she's actually holding both lines at the same time. 2 meetings of the blade. Ranvier acknowledged that one.
Yeah, this feels like a fight now that's in danger of getting away from Pauline Ranvier. A 3-hit gap was manageable. 13 seconds in, it's a 5-hit gap. And Dergazova looking increasingly in control.
That's a bit of a dose of her own medicine there, closing out on the continuation.
Yeah, it's a big part of modern foil, making the block. That's traditionally sort of epi-style move, but great attack from Ranvier.
Unorthodox, I'm going to call it. That didn't look like anything that I was ever taught. It's not broken time, it's
a little clumsy, but she's picked the moment right, which is why it works.
Yeah. Parry, and then Ranvier loses her weapon, loses a grip on it. Referee has to call halt in that situation because it's unsafe if one athlete is unable to wield their weapon. Is that still attack from Dergazoova?
Referee thinks so. Ranvier doesn't look like she's going to challenge it.
Yeah, just coming around.
Finds her way through.
Attack right, though, that time. Ranvier is still in this. The athletes come to these championships with one vision. Para riposte for me is for Dergazoova.
Yeah, is indeed.
2 away. It's a golden glance of what could be for the Russian. Can she take 3 world titles from the last 4? She didn't get it last year. Volpi took it last year, the Italian. But Dergazoova had the last 2. And is she going to join the group of women's foilists who have won 3 or more world titles? Vitsali has 6, Hanisch has 3, Müller-Price also has 3. If Dergazoova takes this, she joins the hat-trick gang.
It's a pretty exclusive group in a long history of world championships.
And she's not done yet, Dergazoova.
No, I mean, only 29. She's got time for plenty more.
Yeah. Barrier riposte this time. Ranvier's not done. Ranvier is not done, and it's another exchange of a weapon. Just one chance, and Ranvier's not giving up. One dream, one soul, one prize, one goal.
It sounds like a song lyric. You're in the wrong business, Kareem. But yeah, you're right. She's still fighting away. She's still got a chance here. fencing well, obviously. Couple of hits.
Yeah,
it's back in play.
I think she's still well in this match. It's not something that she's giving up easily. There's a flame burning inside her, that's for sure.
Yeah, certainly when the gap got to 5 hits, I feared for Ranvier a little bit, but she's got herself right back into this one.
Can she produce the magic that's required to beat Ina Deroglatsova?
Yeah, that's Deroglatsova's parry riposte. Ranvier's going to ask for the video review, but she has none left. She thinks it's one, but...
Yeah, she does. The referee is confirming. Andrzej Witkowski says, no, I'm afraid you haven't got any left. She really is staring down the barrel of a gun now. Can she get a couple more hits and just put a little bit of doubt in Deroglatsova's mind? This for the gold here. Stepping in on preparation, just about sneaking in, but it's off target. Oh, it's a counter-attack to do it. She's taken her 3rd World Championship title. Ina Deroglatsova on the counter wins the gold medal and the World Championship title 15-11. But what a day it's been for her opponent. Hats off to Pauline Ranvier. She will be on the 2nd step of the podium, but Ina Deroglatsova is the champion of the world.
Pauline, ça a été une énorme journée qui a été récompensée par une merveilleuse médaille. C'est quoi ton premier sentiment là?
Je sais même pas en fait. C'est de l'émotion, c'est de la fierté, c'est... Waouh, c'est pour ça qu'on fait ça en fait. C'est pour ça qu'on fait ça et ça sourit pas toujours, mais quand ça sourit, ça fait du bien, vraiment.
C'est, j'imagine, aussi une médaille qui vient récompenser des années d'entraînement, de sacrifice, de travail. Est-ce que là, en ce moment, tu penses à quelqu'un, tu penses à des personnes où tu as envie de remercier des gens qui ont pu t'aider à t'accompagner jusqu'à cette médaille?
Alors là, maintenant, je pense à mes parents qui doivent être comme des dingues depuis ce matin, qui n'ont pas dû manger, qui n'ont pas dû sortir de la maison et qui doivent être comme des oufs parce qu'ils m'ont pas envoyé un message de la journée, donc je pense qu'ils ont voulu me laisser dans la bulle. Et ouais, aujourd'hui, c'est à mes parents maintenant que je pense. Et bien sûr à mes coachs, à tout le staff qui m'a aidé, à mes coéquipières, enfin tous ces gens qui font qu'aujourd'hui j'ai pu être là.
Est-ce que tu veux aussi avoir un mot pour l'armée de champions?
Ah bah, grâce à eux, ça me permet de... Enfin, heureusement qu'ils sont là, ils m'ont bien aidé dans mon double projet. Je les remercie tout le temps. En plus, j'ai des super occasions grâce à eux. J'ai aussi rencontré le président de la République, donc vraiment merci à eux, merci à l'armée de terre aussi. Et de me permettre de pouvoir d'avoir une petite souplesse à ce niveau-là et de me soutenir dans mon projet pro et perso.
Donc le programme des champions du monde va te laisser le temps quand même de savourer ce soir, avant aussi de repartir et de réattaquer pour préparer la compétition par équipe qui arrive très vite.
Oui, là j'avoue que je vais essayer déjà de comprendre, de savourer de ce moment. Et après, de basculer direct sur l'équipe parce que l'objectif, on l'oublie pas, il est là, la qualif au jeu, elle est par équipe. Et en plus, on a à cœur d'aller chercher la plus haute marge, donc là, on va vite se remobiliser pour ça.
Bon, bravo en tout cas, parce que c'était vraiment génial à suivre toute la journée, on est fiers de toi.